And we're back to simple magic bolts. I feel like I've been spoiled too much with energy orbs today, and I'm used to that extra little bit of kick right off the beginning. I also seem to have completely lied to myself with the notion that minecart victories are the lucky ones, because it definitely seems to be the case that the opposite is true. Ah, maybe I'm just bad. That could also be a factor at play. That is the title of the stream, after all. Let's open a treasure. Oh, that was a bomb. Oh, okay. Almost didn't notice that one before it was frightfully too late, but fantastic. And then it's tough because I think if I let these buddies burn to death, I get extra gold. So I haven't quite been able to confirm that using the scientific method or anything to that extent. I'm sorry, my little purple pals. Just had to be done, and ooh, get polymorphine juice again. If there's anything that's been consistent between our runs, it's, well, dying early in an embarrassing fashion, but also polymorphine playing a decent role in our inventory selection here. Oh, my jumpy friend. 110 gold. Not ideal. Definitely like to get a little bit more before progressing. If I could just dodge poison slightly better, that would also be quite lovely. Should I just blow my way into the Holy Mountain? No, let's try and get a wee bit more of a bank account going before we head down. Bit of a 401k situation, a retirement fund for when we get out of this dang place. Or, you know, just take ridiculous amounts of damage from that little son of a gun. So, new plan. I'm out. Fantastic. Just as intended. Completely calculated, of course. And on that note, the one time we get a wand shop in Area 1, we didn't get the gold. Such a shame. Such a shame. But that's okay, we'll find more as we continue on, and it just means that we can save up all this money for the future. Maybe our second Holy Mountain will have all the most wonderful things available. Faster projectiles, interesting. Immunity to exploding damage. How did you know, game? I feel like I almost have to. Faster wands only acts on the ones we currently have on us, which at this point, not too impressive. So let's do it. Immunity to explosions seems lovely to me right now. And we'll get back on the road here. Only section 2. Still early days in the dungeon caves. Excuse me. Oh gosh, that takes so many shots. Less than ideal, shall we say? We'll make it work. Definitely can't exactly afford to have little bits of lag like that. I wanted that gold that we left behind too. Excuse me, friends, I'm very weak. If you could just... oh gosh, oh gosh. They just don't stop. Goodbye, my new friends. I'm gonna have to head off on a wee bit of a detour here, I believe. Oh, unless everyone wants to burn to death. I wouldn't mind. You okay, my dynamite pal? I'm guessing not, since you're actively burning to death as we speak, but still polite to ask. Feel like I gotta. And I think I can get to this little wand crevice here. Let's just pop through real quick. Oh. Hard swimming in a rope. Just catches so much, and it apparently floats very well, because it's constantly bringing us up to the surface. This one does shovel, and it fires large fire bolts, which have very nice damage. And I'm seeing the word explosion there, which initially gave me some cause for concern. A slight panic began to rise in my chest, but I'm immune to that stuff, so... huh. Maybe, just maybe, we can make it work. Just have to navigate the disastrous area that we've seemed to leave in our wake here. Can I explode this? Okay, a pretty small radius, but Does seem to be a nice little damage source. And maybe that was a confirmation that when we're close enough to these bad boys, they do their little charge attack, and it's when we're at a distance that they fire their bolts our direction. Interesting. I don't have very much money, so I would like to push my luck just a little bit here. In fact, we could even just use our new bombs for every enemy here momentarily. What the heck is that? Oh, it's a toxic rock. Huh, learn something new every day. Ooh, don't mind if I do real quick. So I'm kind of curious if shooting a treasure chest always turns it into gold. Because that'd be an interesting little piece of gameplay, right? And the ones that we've shot have all given us mountains of gold. Shot them by accident, of course, but that's besides the point. So maybe we'll have to test that out in the future. And if we just want gold instead of getting potentially some wand effects or whatnot, I guess wand recharges is what we've been getting lately, which is not exactly necessary for us. And just blast a chest and see if that does something slightly different. Works as we believe here. I was going to say as intended, but I'm guessing it works as intended. No matter how it shakes out, and it's more so my preconceived notion that is either right or terribly wrong one way or another. Circle of buoyancy, explosion of poison. See, the word explosion, that speaks to me. I have immunity to such things, but poison? A little bit less so. So let's try out concentrated light. That sounds kind of fun. A pinpointed beam of light, 10 damage, and then another little explosion as well. Cast delay of minus 0.37 seconds, so it should launch out pretty quick. Let's try it out. Huh. Seems lovely. No real idea, of course. We could try and zigzag it and see what happens with a beam spell. That's a bit strange. But does seem fun at the very least. I think just instead, against my better wishes for my own self-preservation, I am going to get explosion to poison, or of poison. And let's see, static projectile. Is this going to blow up in my face again? Because that happened last time we got explosion ability. The answer is yes, my friends. Yes, it will explode in my face. Wonderful. We did block the explosion portion of the damage, so that's fantastic. But that's about as good as it gets. So repelling cape again, the revenge rats, always lovely, but contrary to what you might believe after the previous runs, we're never taking damage again, so kind of useless. And what is this last one? Projectile duplication. Your projectile spells have a chance to duplicate. You're more vulnerable to projectile damage. Oh, game, how you toy with my heartstrings. I got so excited at the first half of that sentence, and then instantaneously scared for my my life here. Does seem like it'd be lovely, right? Even the beam of light, I think, is technically considered a projectile, even though I could be wrong there. Sorry, statue, but you're our little test dummy here. Let's try it out. As silly as it may seem. Oh. Whoa, and why is our light beam sometimes bouncing? Interesting. Very interesting. Some weird shenanigans at play, but of course I got myself projectile weakness right as we're heading into the snowy caves. Don't see how that could possibly backfire in my face. I'm sure we'll be fine moving forward. No, rat, please. Oh, you're gold. Stop dropping down, please. It's so much harder. Okay, I cannot get hit by snipers. I'm guessing I just am dead, basically, if that happens. I will try and grab this gold before it despawns. Likewise for you, my friend. Oh, me oh my. Oh, stop that. Stop that, all of you. You're out of control. Oh, no. At least light is faster than bullets. At least at the given levels of technology, so that works out for me. And let's see what we have here. Another non-shuffling wand, so that's lovely. Pretty decent stats, especially I'm looking at that mana and the recharge. That's fantastic. Critical on oiled enemies. If they're nice and lubricated, we get an extra little bit of damage. Ouch, okay. Oh, that... Actually, wait a second. I see an oiled enemy. 3 crits. Fantastic. Well, that was a nice little showcase for the game to hand to us right off the bat, but we, of course, are almost dead. And that was the first batch of enemies that we ran into. So we can just, you know, let that sink in for a second. Oh, ooh. Oh, that frozen effect is a little bit rough. We'll also have to wait for the vapors to clear real quick before we can continue on. This is concentrated mana. Comes in liquid form, hey? Who knew? Don't mind me as I just zippity-doo-dah my way across here and see what we have available. A non-shuffle wand that has a nice amount of slots, really high recharge time, but also a lot of things I can steal. So, let's replace you real quick, friend. And now I just have to survive to the Holy Mountain, and we may have some fun stuff at our disposal. Even that 2 damage is far too much for me to be taking at this stage. Much prefer keeping that at 0 when we're this low. And oof, that's a tough squeeze, my friends. Don't even see the other side down here, otherwise I'd just start blowing holes. Hoping for the best. Maybe I will just start doing that anyway. We even doubled up the projectile there. Don't know if it matters too much for explosions. It seems like it's a little bit more of a binary thing, as long as they're in that same spot. Maybe if you luck out and they bounce around a bit more, I wouldn't feel the same way. Please no, I can't take any projectile damage or I'm dead. Or melee damage, actually, now that you mention it. Thanks for reminding me, my crown AC. But okie dokie, ice caves, as always, a little bit of the bane of our existence. But, to be fair, kind of our fault this time, taking projectile vulnerability right before heading into this section of the game. Less than ideal, shall we say. Which is a bit of an understatement, but let's hop into a new one here, shall we? Might also have to try out the daily run at some point, see what that business is all about. But an acid potion, magic bolts, and unstable crystals. Sounds like the recipe for a good weekend. Let's push this cart down real quick. Hopefully get an accidental kill. Would be lovely. Okay, excuse me. If you could just get over that edge real quick. One of these days I'll ride our cart down to victory again. But not today, unfortunately. And here we go. I'd like to find a treasure chest this time around and maybe put to the test our new treasure theory. It's also not just stand in place and let one of those buddies run absolute havoc on our hit points. I feel like that puts us in a much better position moving forward. Truly lovely. Oh, this is Pete. Hi, Pete. I'm Turinsky. Thought for sure it was acid, and I was very much concerned about my own safety. Oh, geez, stop that. And I would like to find another wand as soon as possible and get rid of the piddly little magic dart effect we have going for us now. Okay, I thought we were getting a shotgun directly to the face, but no dice for our lovely little enemies here. And I am immediately heading away from our poison Cyclops buddy. Been burned before, and I'd like to avoid that. Though this is a nice little haul of gold. I cannot resist the allure of this shiny goodness. And, okay, do we want to just continue on to the Holy Mountain? We probably shouldn't. We have good health. We're in a decent spot. to try and collect a bit more money. I'll most likely regret it in the future if I don't do so now, so with that in mind, let's give it a shot. Just don't die, forehead. It's that easy, folks. Ooh, a steel door puts a little bit of a wrench in my plan. I guess I could unstable crystal. Ooh, that did not quite hit. Let's try that a third time. First try. Fantastic. And just give me another one of these. I'm actually trying to break through the floor. I don't think the steel door is taking too much damage, but the floor, on the other hand, is slowly but surely whittling its way down, I think. I hope. Kind of hard to tell. There's not a great amount of visual indication. I guess it's like really hard rock, so maybe not the best option here for this strategy. But there we go. At least now it's deep enough that I can just stand here and I'll be okay. Never mind, because I can't aim is the issue that I completely forgot to take into account, of course. Very important. But okay, ground. Very descriptive game. Is it ground that I can blast my way through? Because I kind of need it. Let's give it a shot. One of these days. Fantastic. Never didn't have it. Do I have water? Worm pheromone potion? Oh, I probably should not spray myself with this. Hopefully it's not flammable, though. Gotta tell you, it's not doing a lot for the flames, so maybe I should have just headed straight for the blood pool instead. As squeamish as that may make me, it does seem a little more prudent towards our continued survival, which is always important in life. Maybe even the most important part of life, arguably. Seeing as how that is the whole point. But let's try and push our luck. Oh, just a wee bit. I mean, I know bullets actually do bounce in real life, but don't do me dirty like that, game. I was so proud of my dodging skills for but a brief moment. All to have it crumble down around me. There we go. Can take out any scary enemies real quick. With our crystalline bombs here, some unstable crystals. And same with you, friend. Good day, sir. Fantastic. And now that's a decent little piggy bank to take into the future. So let us continue onwards and see what kind of things we have available in our holy mountain. Of course, continuing the trend of anytime we have enough money to buy wands, can't offer them. That just doesn't make sense. But I see this is Black Hole. Only 3 charges, so I'm assuming it's either very powerful or just a huge kind of effect. Because I don't know if it deals damage or if it just sucks everything in all of a sudden. Either way, I don't know if I'll go for it today. A blood cloud. So I can come back to this hall, right? Because if there's like vampirism, then I probably wouldn't mind a little bit of a blood rain every now and then, here or there. Could get one more spark bolt for our wand. Not super happy about it, but that's the best that they're gonna offer. I'll take what I can get. Let's see here. Dissolve powders and other soft powdery materials dissolve quickly in your presence. Okay, we've seen this one before, but I didn't end up taking it. It's interesting, but I don't quite know the use case scenarios yet. Gas fire. Gases near you ignite automatically. Can't help but notice that you do not protect me from said ignition. So that's interesting. So what happens if it's like a cold gas? I'm curious if it's only flammable gases that will be relevant and actually spark up, or if it defies all physics with its magical powers and will light any gas completely aflame. I mean, it doesn't matter too much at the moment because I do believe I'm going to be taking extra perk. 3rd time's the charm. Maybe this time I'll get to see it in action. I mean, it's early enough at the very least, so wouldn't that be cool? With that in mind, let's snap that bad boy up real quick. and then onwards we go. I did forget to equip the third magic bolt onto my wand, but that should be fine. Whoopsie daisies. Oh, jeez, excuse me. Just a bit of a yawn because, of course, the game's just so easy, you know? I'm not having any issues whatsoever, and thus, oh my gosh. Game, you're ruining my sarcastic joke. Everyone's gonna know the truth. The horrible, saddening truth. But that is fine. We'll just have to keep a move on after already getting down to half health. Maybe double perk is cursed? Is that what I should take from this entire experience? Definitely seems to be the case. Oh gosh. If you could all... Oh, no. Don't trap me in this corner. Please. Oh, jeez. Stop that. You stop that, you slimy sons of guns. Quick, get the gold before it expires real quick. I was hoping to get into here somehow. Oh, no. Oh, no. Let me recharge my jetpack real quick. My fiery pals. My fiery friends. And maybe we will just try and blow up a hole in this rock wall. Oof. Almost very sweet moves on my hand. Close but no cigar, unfortunately. Let's just keep blowing this hole. Ideally, gain a bit of more upward momentum. I guess I could try and lodge one in this little slot. In fact, I might have to. Oh my gosh. No problem whatsoever. He is absolutely cracked. And rinse and repeat. Please and thank you. Please don't take away my little ledges either. Nope. Apparently it was just luck the first few times. There we go. That's more like it. Maybe just don't try and shoot while jumping. Makes life a wee bit easier at the very least. Oh, we can also chain explosions. Interesting. Gosh, darn it, wand. I want you. But you definitely don't make life easy by any stretch. 5 more unstable crystals to go. We've made contact. We've broken in. It's a start. Just make it person-sized and we will be fantastic. Perfect. In the clear. So let's see. Everything's fairly similar, just really good mana and charge speed. Which means I'm just hoping to either get that lightning bolt or the chain... I think it's called chain bolt or something like that. One of those high cost spells that has a really strong effect. Would be just lovely. Just fantastic, really. And we're low enough health now to warrant just heading into the Holy Mountain, continuing on, and for the first time ever, getting a double perk. Oh my gosh, and I do see a lightning bolt. I see lightning bolt, I buy lightning bolt. Do I want 2 lightning bolts on it? They cost 70 mana each, I believe. I mean, that's affordable. I don't know what my my own health is gonna think about this strategy, but okay, I want to like double shoot real quick. Has a bit of a cast delay. Okay, so cast delay is a little bit more of the relevant factor when it comes to how quickly we can shoot out these bolts. But let's see, so double perk, it looks like it's in 2 batches here. Or do I get, like, both of these? No, I probably have to pick one if I had to guess. So we have no more shuffle. Most wands will be non-shuffling, and the ones we carry will lose it. The only one that currently shuffles, it's not at all relevant whether it does or not. Concentrated spells, lower spread and extra damage, but increased cast delay. I honestly don't know if I need extra damage with the lightning bolt. I guess if we survive into a little bit of a later stage than we have thus far, then it probably would be prudent to have an increase so that we can keep using the same wand at that stage. No idea what to expect after the Hisi base. Or again, maybe the section after that, but I don't remember it very well. We were there for probably about 10 seconds before we met our inevitable deaths, so can't really take it into account. Faster wands. Now that is kind of interesting. Reload time, not super relevant on the chain lightning wand that we have going right now, but the cast delay, as we saw, is a bit brutal. So we could shoot it or get that a little bit down, but getting 2 random perks, I mean 2 for the price of 1, how could I possibly say no? It's like the game knows I'm a bit of a gambler at heart and can't help but roll the dice when given the opportunity. Could even be 2 gambles. I don't actually think so, unfortunately, though that would be lovely if we could cascade our way onto victory. But instead of just contemplating for the rest of our lives, let's take one of these. Oh. Wait. You find an extra perk in every holy mountain. You don't get to take an extra perk. I see what you did now, game. Well, here I thought I was cursed because of how good this was, but now apparently the game was just trying to protect me from disappointment, because I've started to understand. Maybe I should have taken the gamble, or at least the quick reload would have been nice. But it's tough with those one-offs when we have such a low viability of wands. Like, the beginner wand is kind of garbage. Kind of hot trash, if we're being honest with each other. Oh gosh, that's a lot of sniper fire. Stop it. Please come closer. Oh no, that's also a lot of damage. Am I just dead? Holy moly. That was quite the stun, if I do say so myself. I mean, don't get me wrong, I panicked. I panicked hard, but gosh darn it, with the double lightning bolt dream. So let's reset here. I mean, heck, maybe next time we'll get chain bolt instead. Remember why that's my my true MVP, my one true love when it comes to spell effects in the game.